Hi David, congratulations on the win. What your thoughts on the performance and a very important win too?
I thought there was a good performance for lots of the parts of the game. I thought we didn't do well enough on the transition in the first half, where we should have get lots of more chances from what we done. And when they transitioned, because of the two different systems in the game and the way it played, when they transitioned, I thought their chances were better than ours. Obviously, the goalkeeper makes a great save. It looks like the centre forward should have probably scored with the one that hits the post, I think. But I thought we had opportunities to have big chances, and I didn't think we'd done it as well in the early part of the first half. But the goal from Kieran just before half time, I thought the game sort of toed and froed a little bit. It was an incredibly open game, I felt, certainly in the first half.
Kieran seemed to be just his influence was growing just before.
It was growing. He was one of the ones who could have done with making a couple of passes a little bit cleaner and better when we broke. But his goal was very good. And you know, I don't know what he got last year, 8 or 9 goals for us. 8, so it's a good start for him. You know, he gets off to scoring a goal.
Yeah, the thing that was so evident in the second half was like there was contributions from everyone. Roll, Hayden Hackney, Tyreek George, everybody seemed to play a part. And if you're going to progress, that's the template you've set today.
Yeah, I mean, I've got to say, I'm really pleased with. I thought Hayden's performance was good. I thought Harrison performed well. I thought Mellon performed well. So I think a lot of the ones who are relatively new to the team, and the ones who I'm probably expecting to take a bit of time to settle, you know, breaking them into the Premier League in some cases. I know it's not the case with Mellon or with Tyreek, but it is still, they're very young in the sort of number of games they've got in the Premier League. You know, Mellon went in, is played right back, and you know, was doing as well as MD. Done very well.
But you can't sort of underestimate the importance of the confidence that a win like that will give you today. Coming through something difficult early on, and then
absolutely. You know, for us, I don't think we've won. I think you say for 4 years, I don't think we've won in the opening game of the season.
2021.
Yeah. So even for us and what we want to build here, and I said in the press conference on Friday that, you know, we're trying to make the Hill Dickinson a bit more. Our points total away from home last year was fantastic, and if we reach that again this season, we'll be in another really good position. But we just need to make sure that our home form is a bit more regular if we can, and get a few more wins here. So to win today's was really big for us.
You also said in the build-up to the game that you'd been struggling over the summer to get that kind of fade out towards the end of the season out of your system. Has that today done it?
Yeah, it has. But I think when you've been in it this long, you know, I'm always one of these people. You know, you don't want to miss a chance in football, because when you miss the chance, it's, you know, someone else will take it, and quickly. And you know, for long times last year, I was sitting here saying, you know, we'll get an outside chance at Europe, and it got very close at one point. So, but today was a great way to start it off, and you know, I think because of the likes of Hayden Hackney coming in, Harrison. I mean, Harrison's 19 and played really well today. Hayden Hackney, I would have probably ideally sort of built him into the team, which I'd done with Phil Jagielka, Leighton Baines. You know, you could name bundles of them at that time when we brought the boys from the Championship. And I don't think everybody should be expecting them to come and hit the ground absolutely running and be. But I thought Hayden and Harrison done a great job today.
Hi David, can I just ask about Barry? It's obviously the perfect start to the season for him to get on the score sheet.
Yeah.
Is that the number 9 shirt now his to kind of keep and maintain his first choice? Or?
No, I think the centre forward shared the goals around last year. I'll certainly want more from him. He scored a good goal, and like strikers will be judged probably on their goals, so he can walk away and be really happy with it. I thought it would be wrong not to mention the quality of the cross from Ilian Ndiaye. You know what I mean? Tierno getting in the right spot was huge, and scoring with a header was really big for us, because it was an important time in the game. And actually, after that part, we should have probably gone on and got it looked like we were more likely to go and score more goals for probably the next 10 minutes after that. And that's a bit, I feel as if we're needing to be better when we've got a chance to score more goals. We should have been better and finished it off maybe a bit better, get another goal.
And in terms of his kind of development this season, what are the next steps you're looking at? Is it like more consistency? Is it finding that kind of ruthless streak?
Things like his play, I need his build-up play to be better. I need him to be able to retain the ball for us so that we can play into him more often. I want him to get in the right spaces, which he did today for the cross. I want him to be in a position. He had a couple where the ball got played and he didn't quite deal with his feet. You know, sometimes he's out linking up when he doesn't need to be out linking up. So I think there's lots to his game, but I said last year, when you're a young striker coming in, I think he's come in with a really, really positive attitude this year as well. He's come back with something which has stirred him up a little bit more, as if he's got something to prove. So today he got his goal and he started really well.
Hi David, talked about how well some of the younger players stepped up today, but you also had some big moments from some of the more senior players as well. Brilliant save from Jordan Pickford in the first half at 0-0, then obviously the goal from Keenan Dewsbury Hall. Just how important is it to you that those senior players do step up to provide moments like that because they change the games?
Yeah, well, it was good because we've lost a couple at the moment. We've not got Jimmy Gardner, we've not got Norgard, so we're playing with a really, really young and inexperienced team. The goalkeeper made a save which could have made a difference. If they score, we might have been having to chase the game in a different way, and maybe these younger players aren't ready for that and not going to be. Once we get the goal, they were able to play a little bit with a little bit more comfort. It was a brilliant save from Jordan, it really was. So he was, and I have to say, if I've got any praise for Jordan, the training he's done when he come back, he's looked as sharp as a tack. I think he looks lean. I think he's kept himself in good condition, or he's got himself ready. So I've liked to look at Jordan since he's come back into training after the World Cup.
It was great to see James Garner back in the squad as well today. How far is he off at the start, do you think?
Well, we wouldn't have put him on the bench if we had anything else. So we've tried to get, I don't know, maybe 15-20 minutes out of him today, whatever it was. He's not had any games, he's not done the pre-season, but we've needed it because we don't have anybody else at the moment, and I knew that if we got in the game like we did, I might have needed him to cover for something more worried about our boys. They would tire quickly, Hayden a little bit. Harrison's got great legs, so we're not quite so worried about him, and Kieran a little bit as well. So we needed him around, but is he ready? No.
Thank you.
Hi David, there's been a lot of talk about right back so far this summer. You mentioned that James, who's played there quite a lot, isn't ready fit-wise, but Jacob Ryan on the bench as well, but Merlin got the nod. How do you feel like he did? Do you think it's something that he can develop into over the course of the season?
He's keen to do well and shows that he could be a right back, Merlin. And because of that, we're happy. He can play other roles for us, pardon the pun, but he can play other roles which mean that we can play him further forward. We can play him in a different way. He's got a different sort of level of athleticism to some of the other boys in some ways. And he's a good footballer generally, and he can score if we get him closer to the goal. So
Keegan!
also doing okay. And I was saying again, I'm just referencing my press conference. I was saying that where everybody's talking about a right back, so I'm saying, well, I hope it's better than Jacob Ryan, or I hope it's better than Merlin Rowe and what they're offering. And obviously, we're always trying to get better than what we've got in every position. To be truthful, you're always, as a manager, you're trying to think, and it's it's not that easy to just go and get yourself better than how those two. Merlin in pre-season.
This is getting ridiculous.
Wow. Certainly deserves the chance to play.
I mean,
if you weren't able to get on with everyone, are you confident with the players who you've got? I mentioned obviously James and Jake as well as Merlin, that you'd be able to survive the season?
No, we definitely would like a right back. We would, but I think that we're all concerned about it because it's more that. So, for example, today while we're playing Merlin right back, I couldn't play him in midfield as well. So today keeps me short of numbers in midfield, and I'm having to balance a little bit of what we want. Look, we can still play Jacob Ryan right back. He's proved certainly against a lot of the quick boys, he's really good and he'll give us something if we need it in that position. But he prefers to be a centre back.
Take one more from you,
Yeah.
Dom, and then we'll move on to
It's only something little. Are you aware you sent the Prime Minister home very happy today?
Yeah, I spoke to the Prime Minister on the phone. Told him, lads, there'll be tax cuts and there'll be you'll be free beer for everybody. No, don't say that. But he'll not be coming back again. But, no, he actually somebody put him on. Andy Gray came down into the office and his assistant Peter Reid phoned down. So yeah.
We'll just take 2-3 questions on Preston to preview that game on Wednesday. Joe, do you want to start off?
It's you and me.
And it's Everton 2, Palace 0 at Everton. We are delighted to speak live now to Kiernan Dewsbury Hall from the tunnel. Kiernan, hello, good afternoon to you. Welcome to Final Score. Great to have you. First of all, great win, but what a brilliant finish from you. Can you hear us?
Whatever. Are you ready to discuss this fucking
Yeah, you can. Hey. Great stuff. Fantastic goal. Great finish.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, it wasn't bad. As soon as it came off my foot,
I'm alright with that.
So, yeah, a second later I was celebrating, so yeah, buzzing.
Yeah, terrific stuff. What's the atmosphere like in the squad in the build-up to the start of the season, Kiernan?
Yeah, I mean, excitement to be honest. Look, it was a disappointing end to last season, but we've had a long summer to
It's fine, whatever.
to look at it, to learn lessons of what we did wrong. So I think the lads have come in at the start of the season really energised, motivated, and we know if we can figure out some of the things that went wrong at the end of last season, we'll have a really good chance this year.
Keenan, it's Steph, and congratulations on what a fantastic goal. Is that, from a personal point of view, something that you want to keep adding to your game, is getting it around the box and getting them sorts of strikes away?
Yeah, thanks, Steph. I appreciate that. Yeah, for sure. I mean, last season I scored a fair few goals and some decent strikes, so it was just about continuing that into this season and hopefully trying to better that. I feel like I'm getting in more advanced areas in the last couple of years, and I know I can have the quality if I get a bit of space around the box. So I'm working hard every day in training, finishing practices, crossing and finishing. So it's nice when you do all that practice and it comes off in a game.
Kiernan Dion Dublin, again, well done, mate. Was it a bit of a miss?
It's alright.
Manager, how do you find working with him? Very intense man, I know him very, very well. What does he say to you as an individual? Because you're quite a, what's the word, flair player. Does he give you some freedom?
What's he been watching?
Yeah, I think you've hit the nail on
I
the
don't know. I can't believe he said that to him. No wonder Steph burst out laughing without one.
That's a bloody miracle.
I want you to show people what you can do. He's been so good for me, so good.
No wonder Jason and Steph burst out laughing when he said that to him.
I know. I swear he's one of the hardest workers, so big credit to him for that, and year after year he'll keep showing
I just can't believe he said that.
Great to talk to you. Good luck for the season, Kiernan. Hopefully we get to chat to you more on Final Score throughout the season. Top man, thank you very much indeed.
Thanks guys, take care.
Good to talk to you. Thank you very much indeed. I mean, what could Everton achieve this season, Dio?
Well, with
a manager like Mr. Moore, you just don't know, because he just knows everything about the game. And when you've got players like that, producing skill like that, you know? Yeah, absolutely. Right, we're out of time here on BBC One, but do not panic, do not worry. Congratulations, an impressive Premier League debut.
Oh, it's Hayden.
Hayden, congratulations, an impressive Premier League debut for you and a victory. Nice way to start the season.
Yeah, delighted the way it went. I think in the first half it was a bit open for our liking, but
But we're doing a pub, you'll have to book a table.
No problem, I'm not busy, it's fine.
Hayden, congratulations, an impressive Premier League debut for you and a victory. Nice way to start the season.
yeah, delighted the way it went. I think in the first half it was a bit open for our liking, but yeah, we managed to put our chances away.
What were the main differences for you between the Premier League and the Championship that you learned today?
I think the physicality was a lot different, and probably if you do make that mistake, it didn't happen today, but I think it will. If you do make a mistake, it'll end up in a net.
Some finish, wasn't it, for the opener from Dewsbury Hall? Talk us through it.
Yes, he does that in training a lot. that's just what he's got. He's got that quality in the final third, and yeah, it was a great finish from him.
Everton have never been prolific, particularly in front of goal. Is there an onus now on the midfielders like yourself to pitch in with more goals?
For sure, yeah. I think that's part of our job, really. Like Key did today. If we can add that to the team, then yeah, it'll be perfect.
And I suppose the goal showed the value of pressing high up, won the ball high up near the goal, and the goal materialises.
For sure, yeah. We knew they wanted to play out. We worked on that pressing from the front, and yeah, we managed to get a goal from it.
And a fantastic centre forwards goal from Tiano Barry. He must be cock a hoop.
Yeah, it was a great header as well. Great ball from Illy. Yeah, and hopefully he can get many more this season.
Set up for the season. How do you? What would success be for Everton this year? Do you think?
I think finish as high as possible in the European spots. Hopefully, that's where we've got to aim. Obviously, it's a long season. It'll be difficult, but yeah, I think that's what.
Two top quality goals, a clean sheet, and a really positive start to the season.
It was, yeah. Thanks. Really pleased with the win. You know, we were a bit fortunate in the first half. We took a great save from Jordan. Maybe a bit fortunate the boy missed and hit the post with a chance, but it looked as if he was going to score. But we had made opportunities as ourselves, and we had lots of breaks and lots of transitions in the play, and we weren't able to turn them into anything special at the time. But thankfully, Kieran got us a goal a bit before half time, which helped us.
I have to talk about the quality of the goals. Kieran's finish, and then the second one. I mean, it's a real proper Everton goal. I mean, what a cross from Illy, and a real Everton striker header from Tiano.
Yeah, Andy Gray would have been pleased he was here today, and he'd have been pleased seeing the centre forward getting in the right position and scoring with his head. But I'd have to say it's sort of Kevin Sheedy-like crossing from Illy today, which gave us a great goal. So we're trying to get more balls in the box. We're trying to get Tiano in the right positions as often as we can. Thankfully, we did today.
Tiano, one of quite a few youngsters in the starting 11 today. I'll ask about two of them, in Hayden and Harrison. I mean, still very young. Premier League is a harsh place, but they look very comfortable.
Yeah, I thought Hayden, Harrison and Tyreek, all of them are very young, lacking experience certainly in the Premier League. But I thought they all done very well. You know, we're certainly missing Norgard and obviously Jimmy. So we're short in the middle of the pitch, and we're having to find a way of playing Hayden, because it's probably not his true position, the position we're playing him in. But because we've got nothing else at the moment, Tim's injured as well. We're finding that we're having to find a way. And we were quite expansive and quite open. It made us look as if we made a lot more chances in the first half, but also it opened up and created opportunities for them, which, as I said before, we're all a bit fortunate.
And a word on another youngster in Merlin as well. I know you've praised his versatility, but to go right back as well, he did.
And I think that in a way, right back might eventually start suiting him. You know, I keep saying that, you know, it's not easy. It's easy to buy any right back, but we want to get one which we feel is much better than the people who can play there, whether it be Jacob Ryan, Merlin, Jimmy Gardner on the other.